Kazadistown at the bottom, 27 points, and obviously we've got a nice gap now, 11 points opened up between us and PES. So hopefully, you know, we can keep this momentum going and seal Champions League football to build a side and have another crack next season. But yeah, just really not impressed with the way that PES plays. I am so tired, sick and tired of, you know, match after match of I play attack and they just defend, cheat and grab goals. It's just crap, and there's no other word for it.
This is a report on the development of your players. Filterzinho is improving dramatically at the moment! Exclamation mark. Lofted pass has increased to 71! Exclamation mark. Close kicking has increased to 64! Exclamation mark. Header has increased to 69! Exclamation mark. Leicester is improving dramatically at the moment! Exclamation mark. Dribbling has increased to 75! Exclamation mark. Ball control has increased to 75! Exclamation mark. Jump has increased to 77! Exclamation mark. And speed has increased to 79 with a luscious, lovely, sunshiny! Exclamation mark. Leicester's OPR has increased to 77! Exclamation mark. I love the exclamation marks, I guys.
Yeah, I know.
I do, I really do.
I know. You're finished now.
Oh, my bit's over then.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
3,312,900 parliaments in the kitty.
G. Bullen's got great potential. You should give him some more game time. And me some more exclamation marks.
It doesn't say that last bit.
I know.
There's been an update in the transfer negotiation for Jay Evers. Transfer negotiations for DE Hard are breaking down. The scouting report has been updated. Be sure to take a look. Be sure to take a look at some players that I'm after on the... Oh, I've just remembered. I've got a pie in the oven. And I've got to go and tend to it. And then, do you know what? Something very important. Let me guess, you'll have to eat it. Are you psychic? Wow. Well, bye. What a numpty. I cannot get the in staff. The scouting report has been updated. Okay. E. McKeekan. McKeekan? Isn't that like E. McKeekan? Aye, she is, man. And is Uruguayan? Sam Byram. And Martinez. It'd be interesting to see what rating they give Sam Byram now that he's playing for West Ham in the Premier League. Because Championship players are always rated crapper, aren't they? Because obviously Championship doesn't exist on telly, does it? Right, so yeah. Don't need him, and 25 years old, 183 with an overall rating of 73. Defensive power 72, ball winning 74. I have defenders of better quality. That scout is complete shite. But that's PES, isn't it? They seem to think that these things are acceptable. And they're not. You don't think they'll accept any more renegotiation attempts? Well, they're 200,000 away from my valuation. So accept it. That broke down. Right, I've been having a look at centre backs, and I've done a playthrough on Superstar. I started it a bit ago. Another one. With Leeds United, another one. But I started with Superstar and started with the default Master League squad, and I didn't get promotion in my first season. And we finished second to Aston Villa. Aston Villa had 99 points, and they were just uncatchable. But we did beat them 5-0. And my Leeds team finished with 88 points, so we finished 11 points behind them in second place in our second season. So in the third season, we went up, and the method that I was using for this Superstar playthrough were to sell all the regen players that come in your youth team to generate a bit of extra funds. And the point was just to use players I hadn't used before in the game, stat searches and stuff. So I signed this boy, W. Cannon, from ADO Den Haag. And he looks a good player. I'm quite impressed with this guy. You know, he ticks a lot of boxes. And I figured that because I'm in my second season now with Ridge County, and we're with Champions League, and obviously I won't attain Champions League with my Leeds team, you know, straight away. I'll still have to build and stuff. But we are Champions League with this one. I figured I'd look for some better quality, so I've gone for this boy. He looks really, really good. I like this guy, stat-wise. And Cannon. And the thinking is that if I get one of them, I'll be happy. As you can see there, I've got 4.5 million, you know, from having sold Evers now. So if I can do a deal, I think it'll probably be around 10 million or just a bit less for one of these. By the end of the season, I might be able to do that. And then that'll replace a Villa, because a Villa's the other one. And obviously I've replaced Udovidic, but a Villa was the other one that I was concerned about. And that'll be my, you know, my centre-backs, because I won't be able to spend money on this one, because this playthrough, I'm not selling regen players. I'm just making money by, you know, wheeling and dealing normally, and I'm not using regen players either. It's a case of make stars as opposed to sign stars. So, you know. But obviously, you know, now and again I will need to up the quality in the squad, because as we've seen, you know, I lacked the quality against Manchester City. Right, let's have a look at the team and see how we are to face Oak Vale. A couple of red arrows straight away. Phil Tizinho, it looks like he's finished his development, so his stat bursts have all calmed down now, and defensively is a lot better. Yeah, body balance wise, you know, he's got a bit more about him now. So I need to work on his speed and, you know, still defensive prowess, and that passing looks like it could do with building up a bit. But yeah, you know, it's all right. Obviously, my other favourite left back in the game is Kekul, so I might have a bid for Kekul, and Phil Tizinho might go on to pastures new, but he's still very young, Phil Tizinho. So we'll have to see what happens. He's only 18, so you know, for an 18-year-old. Don't forget, that's not bad. That's not bad. So stick with my youth players at the minute, because that was the other thing to do in this playthrough, is just have a couple of youth players and try and bring them through. So we'll try that. Oakvale Wanderers then. Let's have a look, see the goal scoring charts and what have you. And see if Oakvale Wanderers have anybody prolific. And straight away, B Ash with 11 goals for Oakvale Wanderers. So we need to remember B Ash. And M Charman for Oakvale Wanderers down there with 7 goals. And K Northrop with 6 goals. So they've got a few players who know where the net is then. How do they do for creative? for assists, and you can see straight away 2 players for Oakvale Wanderers in the top 4 positions there. I McPhee with 10 assists. That's some creativity in their side. Q McGuigan with 8 assists. See, Leicester manages 4, but for my team, you know, we're scoring more goals than them probably, but we don't have those creative players. No, I do want to go into that, don't I? Because I want to have a look at standings. So Oakvale Wanderers are 5th. So it's, you know, top of the table clash stuff. They occupy the last UEFA Europa League spot. With 12 wins, 15 draws, and just the 5 defeats. So we have 1 defeat, and the next team with the least defeats is Oakvale Wanderers. They've scored 42 goals and conceded 25, whereas we've scored 65 and they've conceded 27. I'm jumping the gun a bit there because we've conceded 25. So we're not too far away from each other in the goals against column. So they will present a stern test. And there are 16 points difference between us in the table. So that's not going to be an easy 3 points by any stretch of the imagination. I'll just show you something else in the negotiations. I don't know whether I've showed you this one, but I've added a few more centre forwards and stuff to my favourites list. Signed this guy on Superstar for my Leeds team. He's left-footed, he's young, and I tell you what, this boy can play as well. He's been scoring a few goals for me. And he's had one of them glowing arrows, and he's developing very well. He's still young, obviously, in our 3rd season. I signed Diego Rubio. He scored his first goal for me in the Premier League against Liverpool, and that was our first victory as well. But I've added this boy. He's another young player. So Zivkovic is 21 years old, and he's looks like a good player. And B. Mbolo is Swiss. He's got speed, 88. The boy can finish, 76. He's 20 years old. He's fox in the box, and as you can see, his prime positions include right wide forward, left wide forward, centre forward, and support striker positions, with a secondary attacking midfield position as well. He's right-footed, and he looks a good player. You know, make no mistake about it. He looks a good player. So in the future, I might be looking, you know, at different forwards and stuff. But for now, I'm happy with my front men, and I think it's just the defensive areas that I need to shore up a bit, which is what we're trying to do. Okay, so Oakvale Wanderers next. And I shall finish off the results. So what I need to do is get to the schedule. And do the results. Mute City 1, PES United 1, Oakvale Wanderers 1, Arclay Rovers 4, Sparta United 0, Casares Town 1, Hyrule Wanderers 2, Tellius Rovers 0, Castle Villa 0, Seacrest County 1. And that concludes the results because we read the other page. And don't forget it next time, Spotty. Otherwise, I'll tan your hide with my slipper, or something stern, like a cane. Tan my hide. Get the fook away from me. Pardon? Right, okay, so see you for the Oakvale Wanderers match next time. Take care.